Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and in this short video, I'm going to teach you how to fill your Ielts reading answer sheet. Well, guys, I've got Ielts reading answer sheet with me, and sometimes students make some silly, stupid, careless mistakes, and as a result, they lose half band to one precious band, and that is the half band that has to make 5.5 to 6, or that is one band that makes from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, and later on they repent and then they say, I don't understand, I filled everything properly, then what happened? Okay, so anyways, in this video I'll just tell you all these things, and this may improve your band score from half to one band. The first thing is, on your answer sheet, try to use all capital letters. Whatever the word is, proper noun, common noun, okay, all capital letters on reading answer sheet. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2, whenever you have list of headings, for example, heading number 2, in Roman numbers you must write, because if you write English numbers, they may not give you marks for that. So it's a good idea to write all the list of headings using Roman numbers. Like Roman number 1 is I, 3 times, okay, like this. And for that even you should use capital letters. All the question types where answers are options like multiple choice A, B, C. Sometimes we've got which paragraph contains the following information. There the answer is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. For all these labels, it's a very good For all these labels, it's a very good idea to use all capital letters. One thing. Second, when you are filling your answers to the answer sheet, section 1, because in IELTS reading, they will never give you extra time to transfer the answers to the answer sheet. So once you are done with section 1, immediately transfer your answers to your answer sheet. And as you are transferring the answer, you should say this in your heart. Question number 1, go back and see answer number 1. Then say question number 2, go back and see answer number 2. Then question number 3, answer number 3. Question number 4, you need to utter the word 4, 4, 5, 5. Otherwise, once what happened, a student, he had this gap. Answer of question number 4 he put on number 3. Then there was this one digit gap, and at the end all his answers went wrong, and then you start removing and all that. So you should be very careful about it initially when you are transferring your answers. Don't forget the number 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and all that. The next common mistake that the students do, and it is a careless mistake, it's nothing to do with their intelligence, with their language knowledge and all that. That mistake is, students do spelling mistakes. Now see that in IELTS reading, I don't understand. There is no reason for spelling mistakes, because the words are given in your, the words are given in the passage. You just have to copy and paste. So sometimes while copy pasting, students make the spelling wrong. So please double check that your spelling is absolutely correct. When you copy the word from there, you should write it immediately. Sometimes the answers are dash and dash, and the question type is no more than 2 words. So what is the mistake? Students write, for example, if it is moon and sun, okay, so in the passage they have written question number 17, moon dash and dash. Now the answer is moon and is already written, and sun. So what do the students do? Especially if it is no more than 2 words, they write and as well. You should not write and, just write moon, give some space, and then you can write sun. This is how you have to write, okay? Another important thing for this reading answer sheet, section 3. For section 3, don't take the risk that I will transfer the answers at the end or in the end, because then there will be no time. Then you'll be more in anxiety, or you'll be more, frustrated, because when the time runs out, you're focusing the last 3-4 questions. So I advise you, when you are doing your part 3, write your answers directly to your answer sheet, because when the examiner says time is over, you should sit like this. Even drop your pens or pencils Why? One of my students, examiner said time is over and he was removing something from the answer sheet, and then the invigilator came and noted down his candidate number, and then his result was delayed, and finally his test was cancelled. So please be careful, be extra careful with all these things, because these things are small but they make huge difference actually, right? And when you get actual answer sheet, it's in two colors, blue and green, or I think other two colors, red and green, or whatever the color is. So mark the reading side carefully, that this is reading side and this is listening side. And one more thing, because there are two distinct colors, they don't allow you to look at your listening answer sheet while you are doing your reading test, because when you are going to turn it, that color is so distinctive, invigilators will be attracted to that and they will come to you immediately and say, don't do this, listening is over. Okay, don't try to change your answers of listening, because there are two distinct colors, so you will be caught in anyways. Okay, and don't try to look at your neighbor, don't try to look at anyone else, don't try to change your answer because that person has, you caught an eye and that person has written something else and you've written something else and you want to change your answer. Don't do that as well. And by the way, for answer sheet, I would say one more thing. All the words that take a hyphen, they are treated as one word. All the numbers, whether it is one number or 1 billion with many zeros with it, it is still considered a number. Phone number, whether it has got 8 digits, 10 digits, 12 digits, it is still a number. So you should focus these type of things. And remember, on your question booklet, you can do whatever you want to. You can even make a sparrow, pigeon if your drawing is good. But on answer sheet, now question booklet will not go to the examiner, but answer sheet is going to go to the examiner. That is why write neatly, write clearly. Yes, one more thing. If anything goes wrong on answer sheet, if you make a mistake on answer sheet, nothing to worry about, because you will be using pencil. In Ielts now they appreciate using pencils. So, for example, if you write a word, for example, the answer is computer, but you have written camera. Now, I advise you, don't write your answers in the middle. Don't write your answers in the middle. Try to write your answer from here. If anything goes wrong, remove it. Now, when you remove it, there are still some engravings there, because sometimes you hold the pencil gently, but when you write, you press it hard. When you press it hard, there is the engraving on the paper. So remove it from here. Now, don't write on it, because this is going to be scanned. Now we have on-screen marking for listening and for reading. So they are going to scan it. Now, I advise you, just remove it from here and write it here again. Okay, so just use half part and leave the next half part for mistakes. If you ever do a mistake, remove this one here and write it again. Even you can cross this one and write it again, and the crossed answer, they will not look at that, they will only find the other one correct. So these are few things. When I conduct IELTS mock test and I check listening and reading answer sheets, then I see these careless mistakes, so I decided to make video on that. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.